You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Welcome to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain as much of the region has their eyes to the skies as the potential for some severe weather lingers. Some folks saw rain earlier in the day, but there is that second round that could be headed our way. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Baki. With these approaching storms, we are joined now by meteorologist Dave Anderson to get a check on where they're at. And Dave, as I mentioned, some folks saw rain. I did up in Hibbing today. Are we looking at some more?
Yeah, we are looking at some more. The worst could still be coming across our area, but as planned, the clouds came in pretty early this morning and rain showers led the parade, and then that fired into a few isolated severe thunderstorms, especially in Itasca County near the Canadian border. And right now we do have a little action happening just below the East Mesabi Range. Here's a look at the rain totals now since midnight, and they haven't been that impressive, but every little bit helps. Two Harbors at about 0.2 of an inch. The rest of our region may be pulling about 1/10 of an inch, but more is possible, as we mentioned here tonight, as twin low-pressure systems work their way towards the area. The one coming up from the southwest leading with its warm front is pulling up Gulf moisture, and then the more northerly low with its cold front there is set to lift that up rapidly and convert that into potentially high winds, big hail just like on Monday night, and there's still a chance for some tornadoes now, especially in Wisconsin. Minnesota's chance may be easing up, but it's probably picking up for our friends in Wisconsin, and maybe even the UP here as the night goes on. So a quick look at our forecast tells us the storm chance is 60 to 80% out there. It's 60% in Minnesota, 80% your town will see some in Wisconsin or Michigan. Low temps will be near 60. Then come Thursday, just like yesterday on the hard heels of the Monday night storms, here we become mostly sunny once again. Will that be all there then for rain chances for the week ahead, or do we have another one coming up? I'll give you a quick sneak preview that says, yeah, there could be another round by Friday night. We'll talk about the odds coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thank you, Dave. Well, with the potential for that severe weather, it's common to see power outages. That's something we saw for folks in Grand Rapids and Itasca County in Monday night's storm. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham spoke with local firefighters to see what you can do if your power is out for longer than a few hours.
When a severe storm hits, crews do everything they can to get power back on as soon as possible. But sometimes that can take a while. When you do find yourself without power, there are a few things you can do to make sure you stay safe. Duluth Fire's Deputy Chief of Life Safety, John Otis, says when the power goes out, it's best to be prepared ahead of time. But there are a few things you should keep in mind if you're caught off guard. In addition to keeping refrigerators and freezers closed to preserve food, he says to avoid anything that might be unsafe indoors.
Never use a generator or a portable heat source inside a home. They're producing carbon monoxide, and that can be deadly.
Unsafe heat and lighting can also include gas heaters, ovens, candles, and anything else that might pose a fire or carbon monoxide risk. And according to Otis, the best thing that you can do is to be prepared for the worst well in advance.
All right, thank you, Quinn. Firefighters also suggest keeping some non-perishable food on hand and having flashlights nearby. A wildfire burning north of Ely has grown to more than 200 acres in size and is now the largest of 9 wildfires burning in the Superior National Forest. According to Superior National Forest, the Four-Town Lake fire was first detected 12 miles north of Ely on July 25th. Wind and warm temperatures helped it grow quickly. Forest leaders say they decided to perform an aerial burnout operation that essentially leads the fire into a natural barrier to help control it. In this case, that barrier is Four-Town Lake. Still no word on the percentage of containment. The wildfire is burning in an area that was already closed due to Canadian wildfires. Well, yesterday, the CDC recommended people, vaccinated or not, wear masks in areas of the country where COVID case rates are high or substantial. Here in the Northland, that includes Lake County. They've reported 10 new cases in the last 2 weeks, and that brings the county's total cases to 846 since the pandemic started. Now, with this new guidance, CBS 3's Abigail Smith spoke with health leaders in the county to learn why things seem to be getting worse and what they're asking the public to do now.
Yeah, so Northland health experts are saying Lake County being highlighted as a high transmission area is likely due to the increasing amount of positive cases. Dr. Andrew Thompson with St. Luke's Hospital says positive cases have doubled in Lake County over the past 2 weeks. But the number of tests are low, only a little over 100. So that positivity rate of a few tests is a cause of the county being recognized as a high transmission county. Thompson adds that masking in indoor areas as cases rise is the next logical step. COVID transmission in fully vaccinated people is uncommon, he says, but not impossible. He is more worried about the Delta variant and its impact on those who are unvaccinated. Thompson says the vaccine is still the best tool against the variant.
The vaccine works. It works really well against the Delta variant. So if you've not been vaccinated, get vaccinated for yourself, for your community, for everyone around you. That's the best tool we have right now.
Thompson says the CDC's county-by-county basis for masking is new, so health experts are trying to navigate what that means moving forward. In Lake County, Kristen, about 59% of residents have been vaccinated. Health experts say they hope that number continues to grow.
And it seems the recommendations are continuing to ramp up a bit, so that's something we'll certainly keep our eye on. Thanks, Abigail. Well, here in St. Louis County, the CDC says COVID-19 transmission rates are considered moderate, with a positivity rate less than 5%. St. Louis County's Public Health Director Amy Westbrook says the county is working closely with the Minnesota Department of Health to determine the best recommendations for our area. The county plans to follow their lead when it comes to changing guidelines. For now, Westbrook says St. Louis County has a COVID vaccination rate of about 66%. If that number keeps going up, our transmission rates should stay low, especially if we can hit 70%.
Hopefully we will not see those mandates in place again. No one wants that. But we also want to make sure that we're not seeing transmission continuing. The best defense against that is to be vaccinated.
The Delta variant is the most prevalent in Minnesota. Westbrook says vaccines can help prevent the virus from mutating even further. She says those considering getting vaccinated or those with questions are encouraged to contact their healthcare providers. For now, unvaccinated people are still asked to wear masks indoor in public places. Well, today, Minnesota leaders asked the state's public schools to follow CDC guidance this fall. That includes having students social distance and wear masks in schools, whether they're vaccinated or not. Everyone 12 and older is encouraged to get vaccinated before the first day of class and before starting sports. State leaders say the goal is to prevent students from having to go back to distance learning. But final decisions about how to operate this fall are still up to individual districts.
Not only will they be making a decision about masks or not masks, they will also be making the decisions about what that means for students who do, or families who do not want to wear a mask if they have a masking policy.
Students should stay home if they're feeling sick, but if you are vaccinated, you don't have to stay home if you come in contact with someone who tested positive for COVID, as long as you don't have symptoms or test positive yourself. Still to come on Live at 5, a new event on the Iron Range's newest trail. Early bird registration for a local mountain biking trail ends soon. Details after the break.
Well, here's the latest look at the radar here. We're tracking storms that are bubbling just under the severe criteria, which means they are kind of strong there in between Ely and Two Harbors, and another round over towards the Bayfield Peninsula. We still have upwards of an 80% chance for more precip as the night goes on, and we will track these storms together coming up in just a few more minutes.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
This is the internet that keeps the TV streaming, the meetings zooming, the playlist flowing, and the doorbell showing
anybody home?
Who's coming and going. This is the internet that powers the workout, that does the homework, that makes the lights work, that makes for light work, and makes...
Don't forget to pick up Charlie.
...your life work. This is the internet that keeps it all connected and has hundreds of people who ensure it's protected.
Nice try, hackers.
This is the internet voted best because it's extreme, nothing less.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
In public safety, we see things that sometimes you can't unsee. After these infusions, everything just kind of turned around and I was able to start enjoying things again.
To learn more, give us a call or visit us online.
New CDC mask guidelines for counties deemed highly transmissible.
Coming up tonight, why some Superior parents hope masks will be an option this school year.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park as tonight's potential storms caused the Glensheen Mansion to cancel this week's concerts on the pier. Also canceled tonight was the debut of Wednesday Night at the Races, sponsored by Grandma's Marathon. Dave will join us in just a few minutes with this week's full forecast and a look at what's happening with this storm. But first, let's take a look around the region. A community organization is looking for feedback and sales are taking place in Superior. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start in Grand Rapids tonight, where the United Way of 1,000 Lakes is looking for community input. They are inviting those in the Itasca County area to take a voluntary survey on access to basic needs, education, financial stability, and health care. The group will then use the survey to find gaps in services and help in future funding decisions. To access the survey or for more information, we'll have a link on our website. Next, we head to Superior, where deals are aplenty this week. The Superior Business Improvement District is hosting sidewalk sales today through Friday. Participating businesses will have deals inside and outside. More than a dozen stores are taking part in the discounts, ranging from 50% off to $2 clearance items. While tonight's weather may not help the sidewalk sales, there will still be steals inside. We will have a full list of stores participating on our website. And we wrap up in Chisholm tonight, where early bird registration is ending this week for a big community event. The United Way of Northeastern Minnesota is hosting the Renegade Trail Run 25K or 5K on Saturday, September 11th. This Sunday, August 1st, is the last day to register at the early bird price of only $50 for the 25K and $30 for the 5K. The trail run will be held at the Redhead Mountain Bike Trail in Chisholm, and we'll have the registration link on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, planning ahead, what you need to know if a tornado comes around.
Today's Duluth Airport high temperature made 80 degrees, brought in by a warm front that also brought in a fair amount of moisture in the air. Now there's a cold front just to the northwest that'll cut into that, lift it up, and perhaps crank it out into some severe thunderstorms. We are watching out for that. So we'll take a look at that and track the latest lows here coming through the region. All of it right after our break.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Menards has what you need to keep your home safe. From smoke and carbon monoxide alarms to fire extinguishers and more, Kidde Home Safety Products keep your family protected from emergencies. Grab a general use fire extinguisher. It lasts up to 12 years, and it adds an extra measure to protect you and your family at home. Save 11% on all Kidde Home Safety Products right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing for 72 months and get $2,000 cash allowance.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart?
Let's just check it out.
Watch the Kelly Clarkson Show.
It feels good.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Up to 40% off Columbia and North Face summer clothing and sandals at Northwest Outlet.
New CDC mask guidelines for counties deemed highly transmissible.
Coming up tonight, why some superior parents hope masks will be an option this school year.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, we do have some alerts to talk about. No storm warnings at the moment, not even any storm watches, but the fixings are still out there, so it could happen. But what's going to happen behind this cold front coming through tonight that's going to stir up the storm chances, that'll allow Canadian air back into the region. So let's go in tight here and take a look at Minnesota. Yeah, the return of the air quality alert thanks to wildland fire smoke from Canada coming back in after we stir up these storms. Now, taking a look towards the Ashland region, that little red rectangle there, that is a special weather statement that says a line of just bubbling below severe storms is running through that part of the world. So in the wintertime, we'd call that the snow belt. Tonight, the rain belt. So folks there still need to be cautious and watch out. Even though the storms aren't quite severe, they still could be a bit rambunctious. And that's the gist of things as we go on through the night. 60 to 80% chances for more showers and storms before things calm down tomorrow. Well, we set the stage by looking at the current conditions from Duluth International, and the cloud cover here is keeping the temperature down. After that high of 80, we've dropped to 71. The relative humidity has climbed to 90%, so just like this morning, some fog could be possible. Easterly winds going 9 miles per hour, and the air pressure is just a little bit low at 29.88 inches of mercury. Current temperatures, well, where it's cloudier, it's cooler, and where it's sunnier, it's warmer. So we go 69 to 73 in the Upper Peninsula, 70 to 78 for northwestern Wisconsin, and some parts of the tip of the Arrowhead are only in the 60s, but you get farther west towards Grand Rapids, Big Fork, we're into the 80s once again. And that discrepancy in temperatures is also helping to drive the clash between cooler air to the north and warmer air to the south, warm, moist air being lifted up. You know, that's cranking out the showers and storms we've seen already today. Earlier today, we had some big thunderstorms near International Falls, many in Itasca County, some rumbling through Wisconsin as well. And looking at the current picture here, yeah, there's a pretty good cluster going south of Ashland there. Not strong enough to be called severe, but still strong enough for us to keep an eye on and seek shelter and just ride it out here. Things are riding out of the Iron Range for the moment, but redevelopment from the two lows could still happen here as the night goes on. But again, silver lining is decent rain totals are possible. This is a look at how much more rain could come on top of what's already fallen today, and maybe another half inch here in the Twin Ports, which would really knock down that July deficit to within perhaps a quarter of an inch. Another half inch possible towards Ironwood, a third of an inch along the North Shore. Iron Rangers and towards the Canadian border, you may miss out a bit again, but at least it's a little more figured out here, programmed for you. more so than the Monday night system that pretty much missed folks up north. Well, higher pressure takes over for Thursday and Friday, brings back sunnier conditions. But now it looks like this high won't be as big and blocking as once thought. This low farther to the west could be with us Friday night for our next chance of rain. That one's just a 30% shot. Now, tonight in Minnesota, talking about temperatures, they'll fall into the 50s and low 60s with a 60% chance for the showers and storms on that side of the life. And into Wisconsin, Michigan, low 60s for the lows and an 80% chance for storms. So they may not have touched your town yet, but odds are pretty good they will as the night goes on. And the night could last till about 10 p.m. here. That's the danger zone. For tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan come up sunny, 75 to 82. Minnesota gets sunshine as well, 76 to 82. And now we ease into the extended forecast here, which shows after tonight's potential strong storms, Thursday's rather pleasant, back towards 80. Friday, 30% chance for night rain. And since it's dark and the temperatures will be cooling, hopefully that makes it more of a shower business there than a storm business. And then sunshine hits for the weekend, 75 to 80 degrees. Could be a great weekend to get out and enjoy if you don't have to do too much cleaning up from this past week's storms.
Sounds great. Thanks, Dave. With severe weather expected to make its way through the region tonight, tornadoes could pose a threat, and it's important to keep yourself and your family safe. CBS3's Natalie Grant joins us live from outside of our Canal Park studio tonight with some tips if you do find yourself in a dangerous situation. Natalie.
Well, Kristen, when you're preparing for severe weather, the most important thing to remember is to be prepared, making sure that if you're in the path of a potential tornado, to keep your eye on the sky, but also on the radar. No matter if you found yourself at home, outside, or in a vehicle, it's important to have a plan in place. Now, according to the National Weather Service, if you're at home when the sirens go off, head to a basement or a safe room away from windows. When seeking shelter, cover your head with your arms and cover yourself with a coat or a blanket if possible, and remember to grab your pets if time allows. Now, if you find yourself outdoors during a tornado threat, seek shelter as quickly as possible. For example, we're just steps away from our CBS3 studio right now and could get to safely, quickly if necessary. Also keep in mind that unstable buildings like a shed, mobile home, or a tent are not considered safe in these situations. And if you're driving in a car during a tornado, first step is to drive to a close shelter. If that's not an option, the National Weather Service says to either get down in your car and cover your head or find a low-lying area, such as a ditch or ravine, to take cover. They say you should not try to outdrive an active tornado. Now, having a plan is the key to safety in situations like this, and it's always a good idea to have a conversation with your family prior to the storm to make sure everyone is on the same page. Now, we will continue to be tracking these storms throughout the night, and for the most up-to-date details, you can head to our Facebook page or download our mobile app. But for now, I'll send things back to you, Kristen.
While it's always good to hope for a calm night and a storm that doesn't cause too much damage, it's also very important to be prepared, as you mentioned. Natalie Grant live for us in Canal Park tonight. Thank you, Natalie. Still to come, a mobile meet and greet, how the Duluth Police Department is trying to connect with more community members, one walk at a time.
Thank you.
What's so extreme about the DQ Reese's Extreme Blizzard? How about all the Reese's you could dream of, with classic creamy Reese's peanut butter cups and crunchy Reese's Pieces? Plus, you guessed it, peanut butter topping and chocolatey topping. All blended in world-famous DQ soft serve for a treat that takes your favorite combo to a whole new level. Wow, what a rush. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Mopping the dirt from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-592-0163 now.
There's a safe way to protect kids 12 and up from COVID-19.
So why did we get her a COVID-19 vaccine?
So I could see my friends again.
For our family trip.
To keep them safe.
Help your kids be kids again, safely. Visit vaccines.gov to find a COVID-19 vaccine near you or call 211 to learn more.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart?
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Let's get things started. We're out in the fun, in the sun. I don't know what I did wrong. It's gonna be so rad. Our jaws to rod.
I'm trying to find the love of my life. Do your thing, baby. This is gonna be a great week.
The Royal Enfield Bullet was designed in 1955 and not updated until 2008. It takes an experienced hand to keep one running. I've ridden in the rain and the snow, but prefer not to. That's why motorcycles and meteorology go together so well. It also takes an experienced hand to make an accurate riding forecast. As our region's longest-serving meteorologist, I think I have the touch needed to get it right.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and 10.
In Canal Park today, the Duluth Police Department kicked off its new series called Wednesday Walks. Wednesday Walks hopes to encourage more engagement between the Duluth Police Department and the community. Today, Police Chief Mike Tuskin participated, greeting people in Canal Park and answering questions. Tuskin says an efficient police department relies on its relationships with both residents and visitors.
These are things that we're doing every day, and this is really just a formal opportunity for us to make sure we're getting out into different places and spaces to have those meaningful conversations.
If you would like to meet a member of Duluth Police's department, the event will be happening every Wednesday morning at 11. The department will share the location the day before.
Coming up on this busy news day, our in-depth reporting on the millions of Americans who may get kicked out of their homes as the federal moratorium on evictions expires this weekend. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
It's patio closeout time at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get end-of-season savings on patio sets, wicker, fire tables, and more. Like this Belmore 5-piece dining set for just $1,199, plus free shipping. Patio closeouts now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true.
That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to
go ahead and smile.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart?
Let's just check it out.
Watch the Kelly Clarkson Show.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
When you want a great deal on mattresses,
Gotta make a stop at the bargain shop.
how about a twin mattress for $109 or queen for just $199?
Gotta make a stop at the bargain shop.
In all home furniture stores.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up tonight at 6. At 5, we spoke to health experts in Lake County who are agreeing that returning to masking, vaccinated or not, is a logical step for their area. Though there have been few tests taken, the positivity rate is high, and that's why the county is flagged as highly transmissible. And tonight at 6, a Superior School District parent started a petition last week to make masks optional for kids regardless of vaccine status this school year. We'll hear from them tonight on why they're hoping the district will hear them out. Well, Dave, let's get a final check of that weather, as a lot of folks are wondering, is that storm going to hit us again?
You know, there's a good chance it will hit you again, whatever town you live in, because there's still a whole lot of instability out there for this low-pressure system, pair of low-pressure systems to feed on. So here's the latest Doppler. And what we're eyeing up right now is a system just south of Ashland that's not quite strong enough to be called severe, but it is on the stronger side. This live look at downtown Ashland shows that the streets are wet. They did get the rain, but it's moving farther south into the classic snow belt. Of course, this time of year, it is the rain belt. So we're looking at 60 to 80% chances for more showers and storms here as the night goes on, and especially in Wisconsin, we may manage another ½ inch or so of precipitation, which is still much needed. We're still on the drier side, but hopefully this will fight it off before we dry up there on Thursday.
We'll see you at 6.